What's up, y'all? How y'all doing? 5 texting mistake every guy makes. How to flirt with a girl over text. So look, we're gonna do something different. If I sound kind of tired, I just woke up. Don't worry about it. Look, I'm trying to get y'all content. All right, today is. Oh wait, I need my headphones in. Damn, I hate these. All right, let's go. I mean, I don't hate them, but I just don't like using. All right. Oh shit, and it's slow as fuck.
Whether you're on Instagram, Tinder, Snapchat,
but yeah, I figured we switch it up. See what's up.
Knowing how to communicate with and attract beautiful women with your messages is absolutely critical.
Maybe we'll learn something. I mean, maybe you'll learn something. All right.
This skill, you might as well be sent straight to the gulag. Texting is an integral part of the early relationship before you go on a date and before you escalate into all the fun stuff that comes with romantic relationships.
That's facts.
Yeah, you know what I mean when I say fun stuff. Don't make me say it, okay? And since texting is such an important aspect for men to learn in the modern dating game, I brought some backup with me. I brought the big guns, one of the legends of texting and messaging women in online dating. Alex from the YouTube channel Playing with Fire. And since this intro is getting a bit long and it's not what we do around here, I'm gonna let Alex start us off with number 1.
Okay.
So number 1 on the list, we have over-gaminess. This is extremely rampant in the seduction community and just amongst guys in general. So the best way to explain it is to think of texting like a spectrum. On one end, you have the guys who are super boring and send texts like, hey, how's your day? Hey, how are you? Hey, what's up, right? And I think pretty much everyone watching this video can recognize that's obviously bad game. The problem is, a lot of guys go too far in the other direction. They're so worried about being overly boring that they become overly gamey, overly fancy, overly try-hard. And that is a huge turn-off to girls, even more so than being the boring guy.
It's like, you fucked if you do, you fucked if you don't. But it's facts. That's not that, like, I know a lot about this. I'm just saying, though, like, that's true, because, like, you know, one, it's like, dang, you're incompetent. On the other end, it's like, dude, why are you trying so hard? And chicks don't like it when, like, chicks would rather, like, think you don't give a shit about them than, you know, that you, like, love them or something. Especially in the beginning. Once you're in the relationship, then, yeah, it's like, you know, they want you to, like, put them first and stuff. But once you're trying to get, you know, in the talking stage, especially, honestly, it's better if, like, they feel like you have little to no interest. Because there's tweaks. I don't know.
Gamey, not only will she lose attraction, but may she may subtly or not so subtly start to even troll you or neg you. So you don't want to be the overly gamey guy.
If I'm being honest, I was guilty of this for a while, and this is something I've actually been removing from my game over the past few months. And it's simplified my text conversation so much and gotten me much better success. The reason I struggled with over-gaminess is because I'm naturally a funny and sarcastic guy. But trying to communicate all of it over text can...
Sarcasm over text does not work. Don't. Don't.
Come off as too much and try hard. A lot of guys
I'm really sarcastic too,
so boring or dry over text. So they resort to trying to say everything in the most interesting and over-the-top way possible. This often distracts you from getting to the point and setting up a date. Going with a more laid-back and direct approach over text and saving a lot of that quick wit and sarcasm for in-person is typically a lot better, since you give her the chance to see it in action when it's a lot more charismatic and attractive. Number 2.
That's facts.
Around the bush.
That's facts.
I'd say this is probably the biggest problem guys have. I see it all the time. They think they have to go through some ceremony with a shaman and make a blood sacrifice in the whole ritual before asking the girl out on a date. It's like, geez, bro, just ask her out already. They ask the girl questions about stuff they don't care about and act really inauthentic because they feel like they have to. They're just going through the motions. Hey, now here's a bonus tip.
Okay.
If you're bored in the conversation or just asking questions for the sake of it, she's definitely bored too. So avoid this at all costs.
That's some good shit. That's some good shit. That's some good. That's good. That's. Hey, oh my god, bro, why is her shit? His shit like way louder.
This is unfortunately very ineffective because eventually the girl gets bored.
And just keeps it pushing. You know what I'm saying? Charges to the game is just like, all right, this shit. It just keeps it pushing because they got so many more options. I'm talking over him because it's like,
So mistake number 3
yeah, I don't know.
is
Oh.
poor logistics planning / suboptimal closing.
What
so
the
this
fuck?
gets very common. You know, a guy,
Those are a
maybe
couple
he's
big
gotten
words.
good at bantering, he's gotten good at vibing, and he thinks he has the interaction locked in, right? And then he just gets a little lazy, a little sloppy on the close, and the whole thing just falls out. So this can
Kind of like the Lakers in the fourth. Son of a bitch.
manifest in many ways. The most common is the guy pushes too hard to meet that night when the girl can't do it, right? Because he's
The
feeling
most common is the guy pushes too hard. Oh, okay, okay.
risky, let's just say. Or another way is he just doesn't take her schedule into account when he's proposing the date. So the girl says that, for example, she's only free on weekends. He's like, cool, so let's do Tuesday night at 8 o'clock. It doesn't work. The proper way to set up a date is to follow the steps I'm going to mention. So the first step is the soft close. So this is when you say something like, we should get together sometime soon, right? You're proposing general plans, and this is very easy for the girl to agree to something general. It's much easier to agree to, we should get together sometime soon, than it is to agree, let's get together Friday night at 8 o'clock, right? So the first step is the soft close. Then you want to figure out her logistics and her schedule.
I like that. It's a soft close. You about to hit the game winner, but it's not like the game winner, like, it's 98 to 96, and then you need a 3, right? It's not a dagger, but it's just a soft close. There's not really a good analogy. I just really fuck with basketball. Okay.
So you would say something like, what's your schedule like, right? And then, when you figure out her logistics, then you would hard close. So this would be something like, cool, let's do Friday night, say 8 o'clock. And, this hard close is based on the information you gathered in the earlier step when you figured out her schedule. And if you follow these 3 steps, you're going to have way more dates.
Number 4, letting
Cool.
momentum die. Momentum is a huge
I fuck
thing
with
in
this.
relationships. Momentum is more
Good
important
advice.
for women than it is for men. It creates emotional engagement and attachment, and since it's such an emotional thing, guys usually overlook it.
I agree with that.
Men are super logical. If a girl can't hang out one day, they won't follow up with her at all until like a week later. By then, the momentum is dead and she no longer feels any emotions toward you at all. Your chances are done by that point. If
You learning? Yeah? Okay, cool. Pay attention. I know y'all paid attention. I know y'all don't pay attention for shit in like chem, but I know y'all paid attention in this.
too long to hit her up again, she'll forget about you.
And mistake number 5, getting butthurt or needy. So this is when a guy's double, triple texting the girl in a very short time span. Maybe
Just why, dude? Why do y'all play for OnlyFans? Why this is like in that category only. This is way less. But if dudes are doing that, I can't be surprised, to be honest.
sending her texts like, where are you? What are you doing? He starts blowing up her phone and he's calling her nonstop. Or conversely, he gets bitter or angry when she doesn't respond. He sends her angry texts like, why are you wasting my time? Or you're disrespecting me right now, when the girl in reality is just taking a shower and she hasn't even checked her phone. So this is an automatic turnoff to women.
Hey, could not agree more. I feel like it's become more popular nowadays to get triggered by a girl and then tell her off. This never works. A lot
Makes
of
no
guys in the
sense.
red pill community think it's their job to police girls when they do something wrong, even if they're not even dating the girl. It's like, bruh, who cares what someone else is doing if you're not dating them? Here's the truth. If a girl does something you don't like, you can bring it up to her maturely, calmly, and even humorously, but never in a butthurt manner.
Facts.
It's just simply unproductive.
Which makes you look like a
Makes you look
bitch.
like a bitch, and we'll just put her on the defensive.
To
And
be
when
honest.
she's on the defensive, the chances of you guys coming to a resolution is
Yo,
slim to
she
none.
cool.
And that, my friends, is it.
She's
Here's
cool.
a quick recap of everything we covered on screen.
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
like
I ain't
this
reading
video,
that
be
shit.
sure to subscribe and check out my brand new program, The Based Brotherhood, that just launched. It
Okay,
comes with
we
a
done?
trial.
Alright, we're done. Alright. Hey, man. I agree with everything he said here. It's good shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, he's really lobbing y'all. Like, he's giving y'all game. Or him and this guy. So, not saying that y'all should, take my opinion for, like, either. Like, that shit, you know what I'm saying? But I think it's cool. I think it's cool.